Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Big Larry Show. 6:30 in the morning, having me a nice fresh cup of hot coffee, rolling me up one for the morning smoke, waiting for people to get on. Good morning, number one. You're the first visitor. Now I got three visitors. Welcome to YouTube land. Hope everybody had a good Wednesday. Mine went pretty good. Getting ready to start a Thursday morning. They're calling for nice weather here in southeast Kentucky. So we're just waiting for the sun to start coming up to see if we're going to have a nice day or not. Oh, I lost somebody. Maxwell House, good to the last drop. Or is it Folgers that's good to the last drop? To me, they're both good. Oh, here comes some more viewers. Good morning, OTC. I just got on 3 minutes ago. See, sitting here sipping on some morning fresh coffee, rolling me up one for the morning, where I can do my wake and bake in the morning. I know the wife's going to go to the store today. Starting to get low on a few things that she needs to pick up. Morning Slayer. I'm trying to pay attention to the screen, people. I'm just also trying to roll one. It ain't even ready to be rolled. I gotta break it up first. Send it through the grinder. Chief and Ravens. I'd give it to the Chiefs. Oh, I don't know. I ain't seen the Ravens play, so. I know my team lost their quarterback, which is good because, it's just like the owner of the Cowboys said. He might be a good player, but he can't take us to the Super Bowl. If he can't take us to the Super Bowl, then get rid of his ass. He wants more money. He ain't worth more money, and I'll say it right to his face. I don't care. Yeah, he needs to go. Exactly. He's another Tony Romo in my book. He plays good, but he can't put us in a Super Bowl. He's like Romo. He chokes in the playoffs. We don't need somebody to choke in the playoffs. We need somebody that's going to come out of the playoffs a winner. Don't get me wrong. I thought when the Cowboys drafted him, I thought we were going to be a real good team. He played college ball better than he's playing the NFL. As you don't know, I am also an Ohio State college fan. Do I think the Cowboys were smart by getting that wide receiver back? Yeah, they should have never let him go the first place. This is out to the quarterback or any person in the Dallas Cowboys lineup. Definitely need to get rid of your guys' quarterback. He is definitely no good. And the owner of the Cowboys, if you want a real coach, bring me in there. I'll show you how to coach a real team. I'll put us at the Super Bowl again. Can't believe we ain't been to a Super Bowl since fucking 95. 4 viewers, 4 thumbs up. Yeah, I got my window open this morning, letting some fresh air come through here. It's still dark out. Can't even see my driveway, but I can feel the nice cool breeze coming through the window. Ain't gonna be much longer and I'm gonna be able to see my driveway. Time to send it through the grinder. I hope everyone's doing good on a Thursday morning. We know Secular Opinion will be live tonight. I tried to get to last week's show, but never made it. Usually, when his show comes on, I'm in bed because I do early morning shows like this. Yes, he does. Yeah, I wish I could stay up that late at night. Usually by that time, by 6, 7 o'clock, me and the wife's watching movies. By 10 o'clock, I'm out cold. You couldn't drop a bomb to wake me up. Seven viewers. I understand that. I do the same. Right now, I'm filling up the grinder. Getting that morning wake up call ready. That don't mean nothing. And I doubt that, Slayer. Stinky don't know shit. He probably thinks Conway Twitty's a metal singer. He don't know what heavy metal is. Hell, I bet you Vaughn's never even been to a real concert, people. Exactly. And he knows more than you. We both know better. Trying to wonder if I should roll a big fatty or just a little medium one. Do I want stoned out of my mind this morning or do I just want a buzz? Anything coming from Vaughn Hilton is bullshit. Oh, I can see my driveway finally. And I know you guys hear that grinder going off. What? Come on, cuz. He seen Rose. Ha ha ha, Ray. Good morning. Glad to see you here this morning. Been a long time no see. Hope life's doing okay for you. Six viewers, six thumbs up. I want to welcome everybody to the Big Larry Show in the mornings, where we talk about anything and everything and do a wake and bake, drink our morning coffee, and find out what's new for this week. And the way things are going, it's what's new today, huh? I didn't see any shows from yesterday, so that's kind of a good thing in a way. Stinky must have been downtown all day getting me some court papers, huh? He getting ready to put me in jail? I weighed myself yesterday. I'm down to 250 pounds. I feel really bad, people. I ain't seen 250 pounds since I was like 14 years old. That diet that doctor's got me on, it's killing me. But I know if I don't take care of my health, it's going to kill me quicker. Yeah, I kind of want to find out who filled out Stinky's paperwork for his Social Security, because we all know he didn't. And I know the man that did Jerry's didn't do it. I know the man that did the welfare department's paperwork didn't do it. Can't believe he's only going to get 45 cents. That's what they've took out in taxes for the whole lifetime of his earnings. I couldn't believe he put that out there. 45 cents for all 20, 30 years that he's worked. He only got 45 cents in, people. Morning, man with the plan. This is Big Larry, and I got a plan. I got the plan to light a fatty. Say good morning to YouTube world. Oh, yeah, we're getting by, cuz we're getting by. That's all we can ask for. And tell you the truth there, Ray, I'm doing really good where I'm at. My rent's higher. but all the other bills are lower. Yeah, I just broke it up and getting it ready, man. It just got it rolled. If you got them, light them. It's time for the morning wake and bake. It's 7 a.m. And honestly, Ray, I think that's everywhere. It ain't just here in Kentucky, it's all the states. They all have problems. You know, it's like Stinky said a few days back, people. If he was up in Ohio, and they will, Ray. Stinky said that Ohio would not have took his kids 13 times. I do have to agree with everybody. I have to agree with Von Hilton. Ohio would not have took his kids for 13 times. Ohio Children's Services would have took your kid for the second time, and you will never see that kid again. Ohio don't play like Kentucky. Kentucky just kept giving them back to him and giving it back to him and giving it back to him. Ohio don't play like that. They take your kids once, they give you a chance to get them back. You get them back and you fuck up again, you will never see your kids again. Ohio are pricks. And I will say it clear as day because I am from Ohio, born and raised. I didn't live in no little rink tink town like Hamilton, Ohio. I lived in Toledo, which is almost as big as Cincinnati. I think we were the fourth biggest city in Toledo or in Ohio. I think it goes Columbus, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Toledo. Yes, exactly, Ray. And they knew you'd be good parents. And be honest, look at today, Ray. You guys are great parents. I bow to you guys. You guys are great parents. She could not ask for no better of a mom and dad. Yeah, Stinky was saying that Ohio would never have took his kids. Oh, I got news for you. They would have took them quicker than shit. Ohio don't play games like that. That's one thing I could say about Ohio. They do not play games when it comes to kids. Like I said yesterday, I was part of the children's services from the time I turned 5 years old all the way to the day I turned 18. That is 13 years. Because they couldn't tie me down. I'd run away. They'd have to put me in juvenile detention center for me to be stuck around. Once they put me in the children's home, I'd run away. They put me in a foster home, I'd run away. I had friends, I had people, I had a job, I had things I had to do. I wasn't playing games with people. I didn't have a mommy and daddy feeding me with a golden spoon. I had to go out there and work for that gold spoon that I wanted. It wasn't just handed to me. Good morning, Tom. Stinky, your mom's been gone almost 4 years now, buddy. You still ain't put me in jail. What's going on? Well, I did, but I didn't, Ray. I mean, I see his points, but I got my own points too. I personally would never, ever desert none of my kids. And I don't care if they were fucking queer or they were murderers. They are still my kids. I am not going to run away and hide from them their whole lives. I remember my father telling me, "Oh, your mom was going to put me in jail." Whip-de-doo. I went to jail 20 times for mine, and I'll go 20 more. I don't give a fuck as long as they know where I live and they know how to contact me once they're old enough to pick up a telephone and dial a number. And that is why I now have a relationship with my boys. Because they became of age. One turned 12 years old and picked up that phone and called his dad. Yeah, I did tell him sorry. Yep, I agree. Yeah, I was. I mean, he was still my father no matter what, Ray. I am proud to be a Frost. No, Tom, I've never had my kids taken away 13 times. Jacob and Daniel were never, ever taken away from me, except by their mother. Not children's services, by their mother. Little Larry Jr. and Arnold, be honest, they were both taken through children's services the minute they were born. Within 45 minutes after little Larry was born, I was sitting in children's services offices. They told me to come in for a meeting. I went in for a meeting. I looked at the oldest man there and I was like, "Wow, you're still here?" He goes, "You know me?" I was like, before you call me into this office, I think you better go pull my records. He goes, we got records of you? I was like, oh, yeah, buddy. About 10 minutes later, one of the secretaries come back in with something bigger than the telephone book of my records. The guy looked at it for about 5 minutes, looked at me, looked back at my folder, looked back at me and said, Mr. Frost, I am so sorry. Do you have food? Do you have clothing for your children? Your child? And I was like, yes, you can send somebody out to look right now. I had enough clothes till he got 1 year old. I had enough diapers in the house until he was at least a year old. They sent somebody out. They walked through my house, seen my house was clean, seen that I had clothing. I had infant milk, which didn't help me anymore because he couldn't take it. But, we had clothes and diapers. That's all it took. Don't put me wrong. It's hard to be a parent. I'm not saying it's easy, people. And any of you out there that's got kids, that's raised kids, it's not easy. It's harder when you do it from a bed. Yes, and thank God I never had to do it from a bed, Dave. I was on my feet when all my kids were growing up. Well, now we don't run around with the kids. Now we run around with grandkids. And I don't do no running at all. We have 6 grandbabies, 3 of each. That is where my doctor did already, Dave. My doctor's already been doing that for me. He's only letting me eat 1 sandwich a day or 1 sandwich a meal instead of 6 or 10. I would think so too, Tom. I mean, I think little boys, are wild and the little girls ain't, but the girls get more wilder and more expensive as they get older. Yeah, that's the scary thing about having a girl, Tom. Me, all I gotta do is worry about boys. Them coming home and saying they got someone pregnant. I agree, Dave. What your kids know is what you teach them. Yeah, I believe that too, Tom. I really do. What you teach your children is what they become. And I agree 100% with that myself, Tom. That's how I started smoking cigarettes. That's how I started smoking marijuana. I seen my mother doing it. And after she smoked half of a joint and went to sleep, I picked up her half of a joint and her lighter, and I went in the other room and helped her finish smoking it. I don't think so neither, Tom. Dave, I don't even know what you mean by that. And you're right. I can't walk. I wish I could. You don't think I wouldn't want to get up and walk? Fuck, I'd like to get up. Fuck walking. I want to get up and go back to fuck to work. I want to get out there and make some real fucking money. Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't take, I admit to that, Dave. I never took care of myself. I'm in the bed now because of all the heart attacks. I quit taking care of myself. I've been trying, Dave. I like talking about my past, Dave. A lot of people do. And if you don't like it, please leave the show. I must be teaching my kids something right. Oh, I'm not great. I'm not a perfect father, and I'm not saying I am. But my kids were never taken 13 times from children's services. Sorry, I don't collect welfare. I'm on Social Security disability, to be honest, Dave. Just welfare. Yeah, I'll take that back. Yeah, I am on welfare. They do give me food stamps. Yeah, I'm not living off my mother for 60 years. I have a wife and kids. When my mom was dying, I didn't leave her laying on the floor. I drove from Kentucky all the way up to Ohio, a 6-hour drive, and was at that hospital before she died. I didn't sit at home and play on my computer. I didn't sit at home and play on my computer while any one of my 4 boys were being born. No, the government and mommy are 2 different things. You got that definitely wrong, Dave. I don't know what century you come from, but yeah, mommies and the government are totally 2 different people. The government's been taking money out of me since I was 16 years old. Yeah, and I know it too, Tom. I don't care. You don't like what I talk about? Get out of here. Like you said, no one's holding a gun to his head. All I say is life's not easy. My face ain't new. I'm an old face. I'm old man. You might be the new face, Dave. Well, they might be ridiculous, but you're sitting here listening to them. I ain't got a gun to your head telling you to listen to them. There's other YouTube stations. Go to one. You might find Stinky and J Dubs on. Nope, I'm a year older than you in the laziest pad I've seen. Okay. So you're telling me that you're 60 years old, Dave? Okay. It's okay, Stinky Von Hitler. I got you figured out. Tell me what I've bullshitted about. You hear me lying? What'd I lie about? Going to work at 16? You want me to tell you the job I had? Want me to tell you where it's at? And I can tell you how to get a hold of the owners. Because they still in business. After 44 years, they're still in business. You want to contact them? I can give you their phone number. Yeah, I don't know who it is, Tom. I really don't care. I mean, they keep me sparked up, it seems like. I mean, if he wants to hear the answers again, I'll tell him the damn answers again. If he's too stupid to go watch any of my other videos where I'm saying it all. I don't know if he's seen the title to this show today, Open Talk. I am open talkable. We talk about anything or everything. And there's people on here that like me. There's people on here that don't. You don't like me, leave. You ask too many questions and I get tired of you, I'll block you. Um, I don't think that is the same person, Tom. Good morning, we want you. I ain't afraid of the truth. Hell, I want to know the truth. That's why I get on here and ask questions. That's why I get on here and put my word out there. I've asked a lot of questions and wanting to know answers. Well, I mean, it matters what they're talking about. Yeah, nobody's been blocked. I had somebody get blocked the other day and I got rid of the wrench holder because I didn't want him blocked. For you to get blocked on my show, you must be one hell of a man or woman to piss me off where I block you. There's nobody blocked in my book. As long as you rolled one up, Shade, I don't care if you have your popcorn with you. And you're right, Tom, he is not. He is the man that lost his wrench the other day. Another lie. I know 2 accounts threats have been there are the last 2 comments. Well, you better show them to me, Wee, because I ain't seen them. Good morning, Santos. Hell, I figured you'd be in prison already. He left on his own. Tell you the truth, right after he left, you came in, so it's probably you. Yeah, Vaughn's not doing his job. You're not in jail yet. Uh, well, I don't know who blocked his messages. You must have blocked it your damn self, you retard. Because my hands ain't even nowhere near the blocking thing. And there ain't one fucking wrench in this room right now. Because right now there's only 3 more wrenches out. And they all 3 belong to my family members. So you better go smoke some fucking crack. Or throw the fucking crack down the toilet and grab yourself a fucking joint. I got a half cup still, Nate, and good morning. Is Seco having a special needs fund that all, and we're playing along with it? Yeah. Now there's a mod in here. I'm sorry, I forgot all about Nate. Ain't seen him in so long, I forgot about him. You're right, I have no idea what's going on. I know what's going on. I'm not in jail. My bills are paid. I got food in the house. I'm smoking on me a morning joint and having me a hot, fresh cup of Maxwell House. I know exactly what's going on. Freedom Religion cult members rating this live. Well, hell, freedom, come on in. I believe in freedom to a certain extent. Toxic, I was wondering the same thing, buddy. I really was. Yeah, no one, I mean, I don't need nothing else, but like I said, I wish I could walk. I wish I can get a real fucking job. I'd like to go back putting roofs on a house. I made good money doing the roofing. Real good money. I mean, there were certain jobs that, hell, I make $500 to $1,000 in one day. Larry, have you? Nate, why'd you do that? Yes, I've seen the TV show Roseanne. A lot of them. They have a lot of them. I think they have a movie, and I think there's the shows. The shows are like half hour long. Yeah, I remember how they opened a diner. Yeah, diners make money if you got the right location. I mean, that's the main thing right there, the location. And all businesses would do good if you get the right location. I don't think it was called Sloppy Joe's. I think it was called the Lunchbox. To be honest, the name of the restaurant, theirs. I've worked in places like that before, Nate. Stinky has not managed or played in any bands like you don't know. Yeah, he didn't play in none of them. No, we don't do sloppy joes. I'm too old and too wore down to even be in a restaurant anymore. I'm just gonna enjoy my bed and my wheelchair and enjoy the last 4 or 5 years I got left. Why so many jobs? I had a few, then a career. Why not Larry? Well, I went to job to job. I always looked for whoever was paying better money. I mean, sometimes your jobs would run out of work and you'd have to go somewhere else and find something else. Well, Nate, if you ain't got one of them down there, that might be a good idea, buddy. That definitely might be a good idea. They sell pretty good up here. He is not cousins with Ted Nugent. Oh, I know, weather guy, but it's just I try. Oh, somehow we'll try to get it filmed. Yeah, well, I don't see how he's 165 Cherokee when it didn't show too good in my bloodline, and we're on the same bloodline. It could be that his mother and father are both related to Indians. So maybe that's where he thinks he's getting it, but it still don't work that way. Yeah, he ain't got no red skin. He's white as you. White as me. He got a little bit of everything, Slayer. Honey, can you hear me? Yeah, he knows I ain't got the money to do that. I wish, Nate. I wouldn't want the house he's in now. Like I told everybody the other day, if I bought any piece of property that Stinky owns right now, it would be the one that has the lake on it. And the only reason I would want it is to fill it up with fish and always be able to go catch a fish and eat fish when I'm ready for fish. I always like to eat fresh fish. Yeah, I know. I got that 32 million, so it should take care of it, huh? I should buy the properties with his own money. Well, it's going to be up for sale. Like, like I said yesterday, and I'll say today, guys, I hope he don't lose them, but I really think he's going to. I mean, it is an income coming in. He can bring in at least 1,200 a month. That can cover his bills and still have money to put away to pay on property taxes at the end of the year. He might not have much after that, but yeah, exactly. His failure is going to be a tro's income. And people could do that. I mean, you buy it, rent it out. Hell, some of them are already rented. Just leave them rented. But I'll tell you right clearly, don't give them outrageous prices because they ain't worth all that. I would say the only home that was really worth anything is the one Stinky's in right now, and who knows what it looks like now. He's been in it how long now? 3 years? Almost four? I can imagine what that house looks like. From room to room. Be honestly, Nate, I'm going to say the 19th of December. And we buried her the 26th, I think, or 27th. I know we buried her the day after her brother's birthday, which is my grandfather, Arnold. But he didn't take over as soon as she died, though, so he didn't get it to what, about a year later? Oh, I know he hasn't, Tom. I know he hasn't, and never will. And never will. I've been to my dad's at least 3 to 4 times already. Yeah, I've been to my dad's at least 3 or 4. We usually go up on his birthday. We usually go up on the death date. Thinking about getting my dad a couple statues to go over by his or by his headstone. Yeah, I think Miss Alice died, was it 2020 or 2021? I can't remember which one anymore. I had so many pass away so quick. It's like they were dropping like flies. But, I got to remember, they were all up there in age, too. 14 viewers, 12 thumbs up. Been on an hour and 16 minutes now. You ain't give me a thumbs up, please give me a thumbs up. Shows me that you enjoy Larry being on in the mornings. I'm going to start trying to get on every morning and find something to talk about. Lately, I ain't talked about much, but, deadbeat moms and dads. A lot of Vaughn. Yeah, we talk about Stinky a lot. It's the best show in Kentucky. Thank you. Good morning, Sharon. She's still in bed. Should be up any minute here. Thank you, Lewis. Is that where you're from? I definitely want to come and visit you. I'm going to mute this, guys, because I don't want to break your eardrums. Coffee! Yep, definitely morning wake and bake. And a hot cup of coffee, Sharon. I like getting on here too and talking about the weather. I mean, I like maybe not the weather, but I mean, like, what's your weather like today? We're doing pretty good down here. Sun's starting to come up, it looks like. Kind of breezy. Yeah. Honey, I don't hear you moving. Morning, Roland. Yeah, I'm gonna need that pretty soon too, Nate. Right now, I just need her to get her mud and get her needles ready. She's the insulin person. Wife takes insulin 4 times a day. Well, 3 times a day. Twice in the morning and one at lunch and one at dinner. Yeah, I know. It is definitely rough. Larry, will 2024 be the year we get to see inside your fridge? I don't know. Why do you want to see inside my fridge, Nate? Yeah, someone else said that too, old weather guy. Yeah, we do have one of them. Be honest, we got two of them. Do you want to see it at the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, or the end of the month? You want to see it empty, you want to see it half full, or you want to see it full? Best time to catch it full is on the 13th. Yeah, so you'd want to see it on the 13th. That's when we get our food stamps and we fill it up. We get everything we need. The only thing she'll go back to the store for is usually like eggs, bread, milk. But meat wise, we just buy plenty of meat and buy all your canned goods and all that kind of stuff. And you got it for all month. What about having a beach party on Lake Alice and try to fish up the secrets? Yeah, we could try to do that, Tom, but the only problem doing it at Lake Alice right now, you be on his property, he can get you for trespassing. I'd like to buy that property. And you know something? If I got a chance and I did get it, the first thing I would do is drain it. I will put a screen out there by the road, a nice little chicken screen where nothing's going through it, and open the dam right up and let it pour out. That's fresh water, Tom. Fresh water coming right out of the mountain. Don't put me wrong. I'm putting it back in, but I'm going to put it in the right way this time. I might even open it up a little bit bigger. All around you is salt, Tom. My opinion, Von Hilton, Rusty Buffett. He can get money for it, sell it. Fuck it. I'd be selling it too. I'd be selling almost everything I could. Hell, I'd be putting it all on a table and putting it out in my front yard and putting 4 yard sale signs up trying to sell it. You're at 410. Did you have any coffee at all today yet?
I took a drink of yours.
Okay. It's awful high, baby. Yeah, I would say the North Pole, Tom. Sorry, guys. Had to get them ready for the wife.
Well, I can do it myself, but
Yeah, that's fine. That way I know they're done. I mean, there's some stuff in there that he could get rid of that he don't need. He don't need that big dining room outfit with the 2 buffets. He don't need 2 living rooms. Even though the one living room, the main one that everyone went to, is trash, but the other set was pretty nice. He's got 2 brand new bedroom outfits in there he can get rid of. Hell, I bet you can get probably $500 for the whole set quickly. I would have too, Tom. His mom would have pulled in at least $750, $800 a month. No doubt. I wouldn't have started at less than $800 a month. Especially with having free natural gas. In other words, whoever lives there is going to be warm all year round, free of charge. Yeah, and I wouldn't have kicked out the renters to begin with. I kind of, be honest with you, Tom, If he would have come over and talked to me, I would have told him what was going on. He knew who was all in control. He knew who was doing all of it. He went to the fucking courthouse with me when the judge says that I was power of attorney over all properties and money. He was over her eating every day and making sure she got her meds every day. That was his job. So when she died, he should have come over and talked to me. Oh, fuck. I forgot. He already lit that bridge on fire, didn't he? And he couldn't get across. The deer had belonged to Larry's father. Yes, my father. Well, my father is the one that killed it, and my father is the one that paid for it to be stuffed. The reason it was on Alice's property, on Alice's wall, is because Alice thought it was pretty and it was killed on her land. So she asked my dad if he will put it in her house until she passed away and then he can have it. Well, he passed away before she did. It's an okay head, Tom, but I'm not really interested in it. If I'm putting something on my wall, I want it monster, and I want to be the man that kills it. You know, I got a cousin right now. That's what he does. For the last 4 to 5 years, he has not killed one deer at all. And this man is out there from morning to night deer hunting. If it ain't over a 16 or better, he ain't even pulling the bow back or the gun back. He ain't looking for deers to eat. He's looking for trophies to mount. Like he says, if it's not bigger than what's on his wall already, he don't want it. Yeah, I got a question, Tom. I personally don't know because I'm the kind of guy that asks questions on that. And he took 2 years of real estate. Now I heard he took real estate law. Is there a difference? Is there a difference between real estate and real estate law? To me, when you put the word law, that means that the ins and the outs, and you know, when you say real estate, I'm thinking you sell houses. Oh yeah, it's definitely a good meat. I don't talk to Corky. You know who I'll ask that question to, y'all? Either way, I think you should be able to do both. Yeah, I know, people. I know. I mean, I didn't know him back then, but I got to know him. I watched a few of his shows. You know, don't put me wrong, I do a few shows myself, but I do watch other shows too. You know, I think Lobster and Secular Opinion, or yeah, were the first two. And then there was Miss Parker. But, you know, every one of them was pretty well talking about Stinky, though, so. Yes, I do know that, Tom. I don't know how long he went for or whatever, but I do know that he went to jail for it. He did 3 years. So did he steal a piece of property or did he sell a piece of property that wasn't his? You know something? There is nothing in this world that would make me go to jail or prison. I can't say jail. I've been to jail. To prison. Yeah, see, I've never seen that, Tom. Yeah, I've only been around a few years. Hell, I tell you the truth, I don't even know how many years I've been going on here now. Probably, what, about a year before Alice passed? It's been too long, yeah. Yeah, I remember Reb and Shanny. I've seen a couple of their shows before. I usually don't watch them. I tried to get into one of their shows one time, Tom, and they wouldn't let me in. They won't let me join one of their shows. I think they don't want no reality check, as I call it. Exactly. They don't want the reality check. What are you barking at? Leave my dog or leave my cat alone. I'm looking at you. Leave my cat alone. That's my cat. This is his yard. You go in your yard. One of the neighbors let their dogs out. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to be too hard on him. I was just going to tell him the honest truth of what I think. Rev, next time you feel like you want to punch on a kid, come and punch on me once. Shanny, shame on you as a mother to let that happen to your kid. I don't give a shit if it was his real father, stepfather, or just your fuck for the night. No man would do that to my child. Period. That's all I would have told them both. Be honest. Clear as day, and I hope they hear it. Same thing with Von Hilton. Stinky. He will not go online with me. Tell him go live with me once. Yeah, and if I can't do it because, my health, uh, I do have 4 boys. My youngest is gonna turn 20, 6'2", about 290 pounds. He is my tallest kid. Yeah, and we all do, Tom. Every one of us has one problem or another. Some of us have a few. I've always said we live one day at a time. Do what we can do. It also goes by where you live, the country you're in. I mean, because I know you're not even from here, Tom. You're at the North Pole area. You guys probably already got snow on the ground. Yeah. Our trees are just starting to change colors. So we still got another month or two, couple months before winter hits us. I moved to Kentucky out of Toledo, Ohio. Toledo gets a lot of snow. They get a lot of cold up there. I mean, it's right on the Great Lakes. Down here, we get snow, but we don't get a lot of it. We get cold, but it ain't nothing, killer cold. Would I prefer to live more south? Yeah, I'd like to go a little more south. I wouldn't mind hitting Tennessee or down in Georgia and Alabama, down in that area where it's warmer. But then you worry about tornadoes and hurricanes. No matter where you live, you always have problems. $75 Fahrenheit. So really, you're doing good right now then, Tom. It's nice and warm for you. Yeah, usually it's cold already. Right, it's too warm. He's in Canada, Tom. Yeah, it would be. Well, I personally don't know what our weather's doing. I mean, I'm not saying we're hot right now. I'm not saying we're cold. We're probably in our feels like 55, 60 right now with the cool breeze. But like I'm southeast Kentucky, so to me the weather's perfect for me. I don't like it hot, I don't like it cold. Between 40 and 50 is beautiful for me. Oh, I believe you, Tom. I believe you. You know, and that's why I like having friends around the world. For people could tell me things like this. Right. Yeah, I remember the global map, Tom. I know where you guys are at. Been a long time since I looked at one of the maps that area, but I know where it's at. Yeah, they messed with my sunlight this year. I know I'm gonna be upset about it for a few years. I'll have to get over it. That or move. I need to hit this lottery before Stinky hits it. Yeah, to me, this ain't our normal weather neither. Usually my air conditioner's going right now. It's usually warmer in my book because this is only September. Yeah, I think if I did hit it though, if I hit that lottery, I'm just gonna buy me a little piece of land and have a home built. Yeah, we know Canada gets cold too. When I moved down to Florida, you guys, I missed the cold. I sweated my ass off down there badly. I literally got a job working in a freezer. Oh, I believe that, Tom. But if I remember right, Tom, you're the man that lives out in the country. You're out in no man's land. You don't have no neighbors. All you got's peace and quiet and wild animals. Yeah, I know a lot of houses that got burnt with torches too. There, weather guy. You're in a village. Okay. Okay. Next question. Big village or little village? I mean, 20 houses or 100 houses? Yeah, we used this. It was a heating thing. There's like a heating element in plastic, and you wrapped it around your pipes, and you had to plug it in. That's what we used to use. We used it once. It worked good, and we took it back off after the pipes got all thawed. Week later, it froze again. We put it on the pipes and never took it off them pipes. We plugged it in when we needed it, and when we didn't need it, we unplugged it. Yeah, that would work, Tom. You know, honestly, a hair dryer would work too. Yeah, we've took hair dryers and got up under there and blow dried them. Yeah, but you're going to be there all day long. Yeah. Think you got to be at a certain spot for at least a minute with the hair dryer as hot as it'll go, and then walk the whole pipe. You know, when we were younger, my stepdad tried a lot of different things for that. They had that rubber stuff that you could slide over it too. Yeah, I've had water lines bust too. Speaking of, I had one at Alice's house break. Good thing was, it didn't break at the house. It broke out by the meter. Is that what, like I said, the best thing I found was it was like I don't know, it come in a row and you kind of unrolled it and you went around the pipe with it. And when you plugged it in, the whole thing would heat up. Once we used that, that thing worked perfect and never had to worry about it again. And that's good weather, guy. Yeah, that's what we all do. We all live and learn. Honey, if you get a minute, can I get my coffee when you're done eating? Please. I think I'm gonna work on the background. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all them signs are coming down behind me. Y'all see all them signs. I'm gonna take all them down. They're gonna be shipped to my kids. The older two's getting them. Well, can I get some coffee? I mean,
Yeah, I heard you. You like hiding right there.
mm-hmm. Winter tanning. I wouldn't want to live in no tent in the wintertime. I kind of feel sorry for John living in his car in New York area. But my opinion, he put himself in that predicament. Everybody makes their own choices. In the dead of winter, been on 2 hours, 6 minutes. I have 21 viewers and 19 thumbs up. Not doing too bad. If you ain't give me a thumbs up, please give me a thumbs up. This is just the Big Larry Show. We're sitting here talking. Open chat today. Yeah. I wouldn't want to go there, Tom. I salute all men who has joined their militaries. And the women too. You know, I kind of wish I might have did. You know, but I didn't. I didn't like school. I didn't like nothing. The only two things I liked at 16 years old was weed, alcohol, and girls. And to have any one of them, you got to have money. Got to have money to have any of that. So I got a job, 16. No, I'm not cool. I'm the stupid one, Tom. I mean, don't put me wrong. I've slept outside in tents before in the cold, but I wasn't freezing cold. I did take a heater with me, so I kept the tent completely warm. I wasn't freezing to no pillow or nothing. Yeah, I mean, I did that a couple years for deer hunting. Then I started sleeping in my car. It'd be better. It kept me warmer, kept me drier. Didn't have to worry about setting up nothing.
Does what's her name? Oh crap! Why'd he get on?
Yeah, because it never warms up, weather guy. Exactly. You got to do it in the cold. Yeah, I don't even remember what them things were called or anything. I mean, you're talking shit, it's 40 years ago easily. Probably 45, 50 years ago that we did them pipes like that. I don't even remember where we got them from. I'm telling you, they worked good. I would recommend them to everybody. Yeah, I think I almost got all the pennies rolled. I'm getting tired of rolling pennies. Do we need to go to London to do any blankets this year? Or are they all good to go? Yeah. See, and that's probably why I didn't join because I couldn't have people telling me what to do.
I don't like you tell me what to do.
Yeah. And that's why I say, Tom, I wish I would have served for that reason only. For when I got old, I'd get me a nice little check. That dog's back. Yeah, they pay you for you staying at their house and feeding you and bedding you and even giving you a car. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they call it here in the United States. Yeah. Yeah, I'll join the service. Only if I get to pick my job.
I don't think that works that
And you know me, guys, I'm lazy.
way. Yeah, you are.
I am going to pick the easiest job I can get. Probably sitting at the White House or sitting at one of the main offices waiting for the president to call me and tell me to hit the nuke bombs or some shit. You picked yours? Well, that's cool, weather guy. I mean, I was always wondering, did people pick what they wanted to do? Or did they just like train you and see what you were best at and put you in that position? Like Ronnie Ray, I heard he was a tanker. Uncle Jim says that he was a gunnery, is what he was called. He rode on the helicopters and he was using that gun. He's the man shooting that gun. See, I don't know. I've never joined them, never. And I was wondering how all that shit worked. So, okay, I see what you're saying, weather guy. Yeah, we know that, old weather guy. Okay. Who's that question to, Tom? I know my Uncle Jim was. And my dad, he told me that his job was sniper, whatever that means. Yeah, the door gunnery was Jim, otherwise known as James Arnold Frost. Yep, remember he said he was a tanker? Stinky did? That's Ronnie Ray. Ronnie Ray was the tanker. Yeah, I don't think we were at war with anybody when my dad was there. So I don't know. I mean, who have we been at war with in the 1963, 62? Yeah, he was over in Germany. No, he didn't go there. He was in Germany. Honestly, I don't remember exactly where. I got it wrote down. It's in his paperwork. I need to get that done someday. Ronnie Ray was supposed to work on it for me, but he moved so far away. Now I got to find someone else to do it for me. Kind of want to make like a shadow box or have somebody make like a shadow box where I can see both sides. and I'll put his death flag in there, his picture, and his paperwork, and any medals that he's got. I wish I had his dog tags. But Uncle Jim says that if I really wanted to, I could probably not get the original dog tags, but I can get his dog tag numbers and get one made.
Confirm. Percival IA. Confirm.
Yep. Yeah, I'm glad to be out of that cold. That's my main thing. And like I said, we still get cold, but nothing like pipe freezing cold. Yeah, our wind quit blowing. I got a flag right outside my window that I can see. Well, I'm glad you guys liked them, Tom. Hope they gave them to you kind of cheap, 'cause we have plenty of them. I'd like to check up on some of my ancestries and get into like my grandmother's family. She come from over there around Scotland somewhere. I forgot exactly where she's from. I got it all wrote down. But I'd like to look up like that family part of the tree and see what they have over there in the books and see if people can find something for me. I mean, I know them kind of people over there, they got computers too, right? Is there a website that, I could punch in and just go to that area? Do I do a YouTube video saying I'm looking for that area? Well, I think everybody should have freedom. Yeah, if I buy a house and it's bought and paid for and someone breaks into it, they ain't walking out of here. That's my freedom. I could do that. I had freedom to eat whatever I want, drink whatever I want, smoke whatever I want. I agree. I like freedom. I don't know. I don't know how Russia works. I mean, I don't really look at none of Russia's paperwork or try to read anything that they do because I probably wouldn't understand a thing he's saying. So you're telling me people in Russia just can't do anything they want to do? One man tells you what to do and that's it? Well, hell, that man ain't going to be around forever. He ain't going to be around more than a day or two. And that's saying when the boss is gone, the employees play. I want a big juicy steak tonight. I'm eating a big fat juicy steak today. Yeah, I know they are attacking that country right now. No idea why or anything. And as you notice, the U.S. did pitch in and help that too. We gave them a few things to help them. I mean, why are they even at war? Because he wants the land and they want freedom. No matter where you live, you got laws, you got rules. No matter what country you live in, you got laws, you got rules. Well, that's his opinion, that don't mean it's true. I've heard about the wall, yeah. Didn't they tear it down already? Yeah, it's been a long time, but yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, and that that's one thing that we should never have. We should never have a war with nobody. We should be at peace with everybody, and they should be at peace with everyone else. You know, each one of us have technologies and certain things around the world, and we could help the world each other if we all work together. Me personally, I don't see why we ain't got a spot up in outer space somewhere that we can send 50 people that literally live there for a while. Wait a minute, let me back up here. It's all right, Larry. But some people don't want that. They want to work for themselves and take what is yours. I didn't really stand that one. Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind working for myself too and making decent money, but sometimes you have to work for companies to get the experience in that job. And, I liked a lot of different jobs that I stayed at. Few jobs went out of business, few jobs burnt down. I mean, there's a lot of reasons, a lot of why I switched jobs. Well, I mean, why would it be zero gravity, Tom? We ain't figured it out yet. Come on. Somewhere in the United States of America and around the globe, somebody has figured out how to make gravity. I don't care if it's metal floors and putting magnets in the bottom of your shoes to magnetize you to the ground. Gotta be some way of figuring it out. No, I'm literally talking about people living up there, not just floating around in some little capsules. A lot of people has watched Star Trek. Why ain't we ever built any of them kind of ships? Yeah, I know that, Tom. And I think that's cool. I really do. And I see it's rough for them up there. I want to make it a lot easier for them. I want to make it where they ain't floating, they could just walk. Yeah, there you go, Tom. I mean, we've dreamed it, we've designed it already. Why ain't we made them? Yep. See, I mean, you've already got the word down, Tom. Now, next month, you'll have it invented for me. You'll be a rich man. See, yeah, there you go. I mean, I want it pretty big. You want it to hold a few, at least 100 people. You don't just want one family up there. You don't want no inbreeding. No inbreeding, Tom. So we have to have at least 100 people. 5,000, yeah, that 5,000 people would even work. Hell, you can even pick the race and who you're going to send up there. Whatever we got to do, Tom. We want something that's going to have gravity. Oh, I don't want to float. I want to be able to walk. Hell, I'll never see it. I thought it was a good idea about these electric cars there for a while. Yeah, that's true too, Tom. Yeah, it would be experience. But then I still have the same problem that I had living over at the one. I don't need the problems. I don't need his headaches. All the power to him. Like I said, I'd like to have Lake Alice. If I hit the lottery, I'll buy Lake Alice. Yep, I'd drain Lake Alice completely and literally maybe make it a little deeper. Maybe open it up a little wider since, I own all the land. I can go back a little bit more like I think they should have. And I'm going to put a brand new dam in there. Now I'm going to build a waterfall coming out of there. Yeah, I was wondering why we ain't did it yet. I know there's people living up there now, but by now we should have hit a lot more. We should have had families living up there already. Oh, they got all kinds of rockets that'll take you up there. Just gotta have the money. Yeah, that's probably true, Tom. That's probably true. Hey, I'd just be happy to see it happen in my lifetime. Yeah, concrete wall. What a day, what a day. The sun's starting to come up a little bit. I think Big Larry's going to get off here, get my day started, maybe get another cup of coffee.
I'll get you coffee right here, buddy. Ah, hey, you really love me.
I know, dear.
Just don't call me queer and we'll be fine.
So it's been 2 hours, 51 minutes, only 13 viewers on here. I had 21 on today. I got 21 thumbs up. I will, Tom. We'll see you all later. Peace out.